Hi everyone. In today's video, we'll dive into a memorable family vacation. Join us on this adventure, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for more exciting tales. The excitement begins. The summer of 2024 was a season of anticipation and excitement for the Ahmed family. After years of dreaming and months of meticulous planning, they were finally setting off on a grand family vacation. Kamal, his supportive mother, his spirited younger sister Zora, and his jovial father, had all been eagerly counting down the days. Their destination, a picturesque coastal town renowned for its pristine beaches, lush forests, and charming local culture. It was a place where time seemed to slow down, allowing visitors to soak in the natural beauty and serene atmosphere. The day of departure was filled with a flurry of activity. Kamal's mother had woken up at the crack of dawn to prepare a hearty breakfast and pack a delicious picnic for the journey. The aroma of freshly baked bread and brewed coffee filled the air, mingling with the excitement that buzzed throughout the house. "Are we ready?" Kamal's father called out, his voice brimming with enthusiasm. He had been the chief planner of the trip, meticulously researching and organizing every detail to ensure a smooth and enjoyable experience for the family. "Almost," Kamal replied, helping Zora zip up her suitcase. She was buzzing with excitement, her eyes sparkling with the thrill of the adventure ahead. As they loaded their luggage into the car, Kamal took a moment to reflect on how much this trip meant to them. It wasn't just a vacation, it was an opportunity to create lasting memories, to bond as a family, and to escape the daily grind of their busy lives. The road trip to the coastal town was an adventure in itself. They drove through picturesque countryside landscapes, winding roads flanked by fields of golden wheat and sunflowers that seemed to stretch endlessly towards the horizon. Kamal's father played an eclectic mix of music, from classic rock to traditional folk songs, creating a lively and nostalgic atmosphere in the car. Zora, ever the curious explorer, peppered their journey with questions about the places they passed. "What's that building over there?" she asked, pointing to a grand old mansion. "That's an old manor house," Kamal's father explained. "It was built over 100 years ago and has a lot of history behind it." They made several stops along the way, each one a small adventure. At a quaint little village, they visited a local market where Kamal's mother bought handcrafted souvenirs and fresh fruits. They had lunch by a serene lake, where they fed ducks and skipped stones across the water's surface. As they continued their journey, the landscape began to change. The rolling hills gave way to dense forests, and soon they could smell the salty sea breeze. The excitement in the car was palpable as they neared their destination. By the time they arrived at the coastal town, the sun was beginning to set, casting a warm golden glow over the town. The sight of the ocean, with its waves gently lapping against the shore, was nothing short of breathtaking. Their accommodation was a charming beachfront cottage, with a veranda that offered an unobstructed view of the ocean. The sound of the waves provided a soothing soundtrack to their arrival, and the cool breeze was a refreshing change from the heat of the day. After unpacking, they decided to take a stroll along the beach. The sand was cool beneath their feet, and the water was invitingly warm. They walked hand in hand, sharing their hopes and plans for the days ahead. "This is perfect," Kamal's mother said, her voice filled with contentment. "I can already tell this is going to be a memorable trip." Zora ran ahead, her laughter echoing through the evening air as she chased seagulls and collected seashells. Kamal's father took a deep breath, his shoulders relaxing as he let go of the stresses of work and everyday life. That night, they had a simple but delicious dinner of grilled fish and fresh vegetables, cooked over a beachside bonfire. They sat around the fire, sharing stories and roasting marshmallows, the stars twinkling above them like a million tiny diamonds. The days that followed were filled with a delightful mix of relaxation and adventure. They woke up each morning to the sound of the waves and the sight of the sun rising over the ocean, painting the sky in hues of pink and orange. One of the highlights of their trip was a boat tour of the nearby islands. They visited secluded beaches, explored hidden caves, and snorkeled in crystal-clear waters teeming with colorful marine life. Zora was particularly thrilled by the experience, her eyes wide with wonder as she swam alongside schools of fish. Another memorable day was spent hiking through the lush forests that surrounded the town. They followed a winding trail that led them to a breathtaking waterfall, where they picnicked and swam in the cool, refreshing water. The forest was alive with the sounds of birds and the rustling of leaves, creating a sense of tranquility and connection with nature. In the evenings, they explored the town's vibrant local culture. They visited bustling markets, where they tasted exotic fruits and sampled local delicacies. They attended lively festivals, where they watched traditional dances and listened to folk music. Kamal's mother even tried her hand at making a traditional dish, much to the delight of the local women who guided her through the process. Throughout the vacation, the Ahmed family grew closer. They shared countless moments of laughter and joy, creating memories that would last a lifetime. Kamal and Zora's bond, in particular, was strengthened as they spent time together exploring, playing, and simply enjoying each other's company. One evening, as they sat on the veranda watching the sunset, Kamal's father spoke up. "This trip has been wonderful, hasn't it?" he said, his voice filled with gratitude. "It really has," Kamal's mother agreed. "It's reminded me of what's truly important, spending time with family and appreciating the simple pleasures in life." Zora nodded enthusiastically. "Can we do this every year?" she asked, her eyes shining with hope. Kamal smiled, feeling a deep sense of contentment. "I think that's a great idea," he said. "There's nothing quite like a family vacation to bring us all together." As their vacation drew to a close, the Ahmed family found themselves cherishing every last moment. They spent their final day on the beach, building sandcastles, swimming, and soaking up the sun. They took a final stroll through the town, saying goodbye to the friends they had made and the places that had become so familiar. On their last evening, they had a special dinner at a seaside restaurant, where they enjoyed a feast of fresh seafood and local delicacies. They reminisced about the highlights of their trip, sharing their favorite memories and expressing their gratitude for the time they had spent together. "This has been an unforgettable vacation," Kamal's father said, raising his glass in a toast. "Here's to many more adventures and cherished moments together as a family." As they clinked their glasses and took a sip, Kamal felt a surge of happiness. This trip had been everything he had hoped for and more. It had not only given them a break from their routine but had also brought them closer together, strengthening their bond as a family. The journey back home was a mix of bittersweet emotions. They were sad to leave the coastal town and the wonderful experiences behind, but they were also excited to return home and share their stories with friends and family. As they drove back, they talked about the memories they had made and the lessons they had learned. Kamal's father spoke about the importance of taking time off to relax and recharge, while Kamal's mother emphasized the value of experiencing new cultures and environments. Zora, with her childlike wisdom, summed it up perfectly. "I think the best part was just being together," she said. "We had so much fun and made so many memories. I can't wait for our next adventure." Kamal smiled, feeling a deep sense of gratitude for his family and the wonderful vacation they had shared. He knew that these memories would stay with them forever, a constant reminder of the joy and love that bound them together. Back home, life gradually returned to its usual rhythm, but the memories of their vacation lingered in their hearts. Kamal often found himself daydreaming about the beach, the boat rides, and the quiet moments spent watching the sunset with his family. He decided to create a photo album of their trip, carefully selecting the best pictures and writing captions that captured the essence of each moment. It was a labor of love, and he knew it would be a cherished keepsake for years to come. The vacation also inspired the Ahmed family to make some changes in their daily lives. They started having regular family outings, exploring local parks and nature reserves. They made a point to try new activities and experiences, keeping the spirit of adventure alive even at home. Kamal's mother continued experimenting with new recipes, bringing a taste of their vacation into their kitchen. They often reminisced about the trip during meals, sharing stories and laughter as they enjoyed dishes that reminded them of their time by the sea. As the seasons changed, the Ahmed family found themselves looking forward to their next adventure. They began planning their next vacation, each member contributing ideas and suggestions. Zora, ever the explorer, wanted to visit a mountain resort, while Kamal was keen on a cultural trip to a historic city. Their parents, meanwhile, were open to anything that promised new experiences and quality family time. The anticipation of their next trip brought a sense of excitement and purpose to their everyday lives. It reminded them that, no matter where they went or what they did, the most important thing was being together and making the most of their time as a family. Kamal knew that their future adventures would be just as memorable as their coastal vacation. With each trip, they would create new memories, learn new things, and grow even closer as a family. Years later, as Kamal looked back on that memorable family vacation, he realized just how much it had shaped his life. The experiences they had shared and the lessons they had learned continued to influence him in countless ways. He cherished the bond he had with his family, knowing that it was strengthened by the time they spent together. The vacation had taught him the importance of family, adventure, and appreciating the simple pleasures in life. Kamal carried these values with him, whether he was planning his own family trips or simply enjoying a quiet evening at home. He knew that the memories they had made would always be a source of joy and inspiration. And so, the Ahmed family's memorable vacation remained a cherished chapter in their lives, a reminder of the beauty of family, the thrill of adventure, and the enduring power of love and togetherness. Thanks for watching Memorable Family Vacation. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it with your friends.